Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to tonight's WCTV Basketball Game of the Week 2022. We are at Independence High School as the Independence Lady Eagles take on the Summit Lady Spartans. I am Paul Breece, along with my sidekick and partner in crime tonight, Mark Montgomery, Thompson Station Athletic Director, as well as girls varsity basketball coach at Thompson Station, and the super intel guy for both of these teams, as he was going to will provide us all the information we need to know.
All the inside info.
Absolutely. So, Mark, thank you for joining in and jumping in on the last second here.
More than happy to do it. Excited about this. This is a great community game for us, and we always looking forward to the Summit Indy game.
Well, yeah, I mean, the mile proximity is less than 5, maybe?
They're about 3 miles apart, and we're right in the middle at Thompson Station, and we feed both schools, so we're excited about tonight.
So it is Thompson Station night, I think, right?
That is correct.
Verbiage. Summit here going to win the toss. Both teams are in the same region, if I'm correct, and they have played previously. And with Summit, I believe, coming up on top 44-31 on the last game on January 8th. So we'll see right here, kind of a
Sydney Wright.
That is a nice pass. It looked like, well, we'll talk about the NDD here in a minute, but we'll see the Summit defense here. It looks like man-to-man. And who should we be looking for offensively here for Independence Lady Eagles?
Well, you've got a freshman, Savannah C's good shooter, can drive the ball to the hole. Leah Oob makes a lot of threes, and then Kayla Northrup as well. And you can't forget about Sarah Tang inside.
So we'll see Summit, who are probably going to run a lot of set plays and more that you'll probably ever see in high school, but it looks like they're going back to the well again with number 15. And that is
Sydney Wright.
Sydney Wright, yeah. So I believe Sarah Tang defensively is going to she's been matched up with her. There's a deep 3 attempt right there off the mark. Tang trying to scrap for the loose ball, and we are going to get, well, no.
Oh, Northrup ends with it under the goal. She's trapped. Well, Tang inside.
I guess that is an easy answer,
there you
right?
Go. There you go.
For sure. So,
yeah, Indy's going to have to try to control Nicole. She's quite the point guard. I know Summit's glad to have her back.
There's a deep 3 off the mark by number 14, Runk, and it is going to be picked up by Sydney Wright, who's collected all 6 tonight so far for the Summit Spartans.
Sydney Wright show so far.
You know, I think Coach Tony Hill back to the Williamson County community previously, I believe, at Centennial High School.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, had some really good success there.
There's a step back.
Leah Oob for the 3.
Going to be collected. And now Coach Wild, longtime coach, very successful high school coach, won state titles in both boys and girls. Here comes another set play.
They were looking for a back door with Bergen right there, and Kayla Northup, a nice defense. Right back to Sydney.
Yeah. And man, that is a silky smooth basket right there by Sydney Wright. And she basically is 8-2 right now on the scoreboard. There's a high post entry and boxed out loose ball back.
Oh, Oob again for 3. Oh,
bang!
Nothing but net right there.
Well, so Summit quickly going to attack. And a foul. We'll see that's going to be on.
It's on Tang, I believe.
Yeah. Correct, number.
Oh, no, they
12,
called it on 12. Yep.
Chilton.
She got her first.
So out of the 10 ladies on the floor, how many of you been involved in directly?
It's really interesting. I'm looking at Independence right now, and Leah Oob, when we opened Thompson Station, was an 8th grader, played for us, and then also Savannah C., who's a freshman. Quinn Johnson that starts for Summit was also another one of our Thompson Station girls. And then Claudette Runk played for me when I was at Spring Station. So, yeah, a lot of girls.
A lot of connections. That's why we got you here. Give us the daily scoop here, and that's going to be a foul on Wright. And I tell you what, I guess if John Wild says anybody else can foul but not Wright, I mean, she's got 8 of the 8, right?
Don't want to get her out at this point. She's definitely been something to be reckoned with inside.
So Northup I'm here in the books with the free throw. Oh, and a great offensive board putback.
Ryan Brown, and I'll tell you something, Paul. I've watched a lot of this team play, even last year when they really struggled. Ryan Brown is a coach's dream. She is just effort all the time.
And is she a local middle schooler?
I think she was a Heritage Middle Schooler.
All right.
But she is quite the softball player.
Oh, yes, I have heard that as well.
Yes.
So 2 missed, but another offensive board. And there goes Brown again, scrapping on the floor. And going to be collected by the Lady Spartans. So Nicole Razine bringing the troops up. And here we go with a offensive motion for a 3 for Bergen Ali, who just off the mark. I believe Bergen hit 7 3-pointers the other night against Ravenwood.
And Ravenwood went to a box and one.
Almost a triangle and 2, probably. Yeah. I mean, that's ridiculous.
Yes.
So I guess Sydney Wright not comfortable shooting a 3, Coach?
Yeah, I think Ryan Brown was going to let her take that one. They don't want any more of her in the paint right now. She's had her way. A lot of movement with a lot of high screens for Summit right now. Yeah. Indy doing a really good job of switching and going under the screens.
And it's amazing for Coach Wild's teams, if they don't work, they'll do another one.
That's right.
Do another one. There's not really a free-flow basketball.
Great job by Kayla Northup on defense right there, getting her hands on the ball, getting the jump ball possession to Indy.
So 8-6 with less than 3 minutes and 20 seconds here in our first quarter. Our first game of the WCTV Game of the Week. Welcome on our YouTube live stream.
You know, the old cliche is you can throw records out the book when there's a rival game.
That's right.
And this has lived up to it in the first 3 minutes of the game. Independence and man-to-man doing a good job after the first few possessions.
And just cannot buy one is.
As Claudette Runk on that one. Look, it was all the way down and then out. There's a nice little flare screen play.
There's a wide open look right there for Northrop.
Yeah. If these balls start going in, this is going to be a fun game to watch. Yeah. I tell you, Summit doesn't let you rest.
No, they'll just screen you and move you to death, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So Indy trying to tie this thing up. There's a
good
another
passing.
look, another open look.
Oh,
man.
There's all of them look good leaving their hands.
That's right. May not have expected this. Kind of like the unexpected snow outside.
I walked out of practice today and I was like, my goodness, there's a blizzard.
I think Coach Wild went back to the play that.
Back to the well.
Yeah, absolutely. So Wright adds her 10th point, and the score is now 10-6 Summit.
Or 10-6 Sydney Wright.
Yeah, that's right. Correct.
A little trap action out of Summit.
Oh, that's a great move. And the continuation. And the basket is scored by number 22. Coach, you may have to help me here. Because
Savannah C right there. Now, I've seen that for now 4 years. That girl is tough to stay in front of and a hard worker. Love to see her playing as a freshman.
Savannah C. listed as number 34 on the roster. That's why it took me a minute to kind of digest what was happening there.
I guess when you're a freshman, you don't get to pick your number.
Well, she got a pretty good number, 22. They didn't get number 51 or something like that.
Well, Coach, I'm going to leave you for a couple of minutes.
All right, man. 1 minute remaining in this quarter. Coach Montgomery's got to do some housekeeping duties.
That's right. I'm hoping we'll get a good ovation here.
Absolutely.
I'll be back shortly.
Good luck. So we're going to continue here with less than a minute as the Thompson Station basketball team heads down to be kind of honored here. So here we go. Independence 10-8 has had multiple shots of trying to take this lead and has not been able to create any kind of momentum. And there's a nice left-handed runner and a great offensive rebound. So Razine bringing the ball up. And here comes another set by Coach Wild. Slowing the game down. Less than 15 seconds here. Trying to get a good look off before the period ends. And there goes Razine around the corner, the drive and the basket. And the first two. And C looking for one last shot. And it's going to be attempted right there by Leah Oubre. So the score after 1 quarter of play, 12-8 Summit. And after the first quarter. So we are here at Independence High School where we have a big night ahead of us with the boys game to follow. And it is just a great night to be here. Exciting, our first WCTV basketball contest this season. Kind of had some delays, and we're just glad to be back. And a great border battle, per se, with Independence and Summit. So second quarter, Independence is going to come out with possession. Again, Coach Tony Hill, the Lady Eagles first-year basketball coach. There's a nice drive and a Oubre for two. And the Eagles cut it to two. Kind of a different look here without the big post players for both teams in the game. And Savannah State throws it out of bounds, Coach.
Wow.
And
freshman mistakes right there. She had a wide open layup.
Absolutely. Wait a minute.
Trying to be unselfish. Sometimes you have to take it.
That's right. So now, back in the game is Sydney Wright. She got a quick breather right there. And now matched up.
They probably had to put her hand in a bucket of ice because she was on fire.
Oh. And Maddie,
there we go.
Maddie Manis in a matchup situation there, but that's Nicole Razine.
Coach, that was such a good play by a girl who has all the points, and then she gets double, kicks it out for the three.
It's fantastic.
Good basketball right there.
Fantastic. So, and I think Coach Tony Hill on a quick timeout right there, which I completely agree, but he said, Ron Brown, I think you need to get back in the game.
Exactly. Well, I'll tell you, Sydney Wright she's quite the player. She knows how to use her body well, and she's an unselfish player. And right there just showed it. I mean, she scored 10 straight points, and then a lot of girls would have just went up with that ball, and she didn't. She found her open teammate for an open three. I think it's Nicole Rosani.
Rosani, okay.
I think so.
Listen,
yep.
Rosani, and
Leah Oob is
silent
yes,
R.
Yes,
I've been
yes.
mispronouncing that the whole time. Thank goodness you came back, because that would have been a mistake the whole game.
Might have got an email about those.
Oob.
That's correct.
Oob. Okay. Hold the R and the E. No need. Andy's had plenty of chances, just couldn't convert. And now kind of a bad situation.
Oh, that's a tough call right there.
That is a bad, I should say bad, but that's a bad break for Summit.
Yes.
Kind of like a jump ball situation, just kind of, Anyway, so now quick, I think that's going to be Wright's third foul.
Oh, goodness. That could be an issue, although Summit has lots of girls that can get the job done on the offensive end.
How about that? Quick. Well,
Savannah C with the three, kind of a deep three right there. And, it's so different, this younger generation. And even coaches nowadays, you're open for that three, you're taking it.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Here comes out the back door.
That was a nice
pass.
inbounds.
So Brown on the set play right there by Coach Hill.
I like that. Usually you get the inbounder throws it in, you throw it to the wing, and they screen down. She actually went on the opposite side.
Yeah.
It was a good little play there.
So both student sections are kind of arriving here, Coach. I mean,
starting to fill up, isn't it?
This is I believe our first time. We're normally on that side, and we get caught behind the Independence student section. And it's hard to see in this corner down here.
Yeah, they don't sit very often.
No, they don't, not at all. I tell you what, free throws have kind of hurt Indy right now.
It's kind of been the calling card for them all year. They put themselves in good positions and just can't consistently convert on the offensive end.
So here we go. Little dribble drive action by.
Yeah, Quinn Johnson with the ball there, off to Rosani. I know Coach Wild was loving to get Nicole back and missed most of the season, and she is quite the ball player.
Oh. Okay, here we go. Got a breakdown, and there she takes.
She's just tough, and and good little young freshman trying to defend her.
Yeah, Fleming. Who's going to be pretty good, I think.
I think so, too. She was really tough in middle school last year for Heritage. Leah Oob to the basket for two.
Oob, and now Coach Wild is kind of seen enough, I think, at So the timeout by the Lady Spartans right here. Coach, let's talk about the middle school basketball and where you guys are at right now. I know you just finished up the formerly the WMAA section of the tournament, but I guess I don't know what we classified, the area tournament.
Yes.
Now, you guys won that championship. Now have moved on to the sectional part of the tournament. Picked up game win number 1 in that tournament. Now where are we standing?
That's right, and so we were able to host the game last night, first round of the sectional tournament, TMSAA. We'll be moving to Lawrence County on tomorrow morning at 10 a.m.
Wow. And what's the drive time on that?
It's about an hour and 10 minutes from here, so we're going to be eating breakfast at 7 a.m. Make sure my girls are up early.
Well, that is quite the trek. 10 a.m., that's an interesting starting time right there.
I imagine there's quite a few games tomorrow. 3.
Yeah, Ali just can't seem to feel it right now. And the Lady Eagles trying to push the tempo here. And there's Fleming.
Drug that foot a little bit.
One of those indecisive, like, oh, wait a minute, I have it? Nope, just kidding. I'm not really sure I had that, Coach. Sorry. Yeah. Razine, correct?
Rosani.
Yeah, she
Nicole.
changed the whole complex of the game offensively for the Lady Spartans. I mean, just her mannerisms, her control of the offense. And there we go.
Yeah. That's Runk right there.
Yeah. And listen, you don't want to get in a golf match with Runk. If she tries to drag you out on the golf course, she's going to take your money.
Agreed. What an athlete she is. and multiple sport athlete. She has been knocking down threes for Summit for a long time.
Yeah.
She's been varsity player since her freshman year as well.
And do you know her next step college-wise in sport, possibly?
I'm assuming golf. We both have seen her play golf,
Yeah.
and it is impressive.
Yeah. Well, they're just trying to double Ryan Brown.
Yeah, she's so athletic.
And the junior answers the bell. And so listen, this is all predicated by the the 3 fouls by Sydney Wright,
That's right.
The post player for Summit.
That's right. They turnabout is fair play, right?
That's deep.
Oh, Runk barely missed that one off the back rim. Kayla.
I don't know what here, Ryan, you take that.
Summit's going to get a little foul trouble here.
I was going to say, it's I believe it's 5 or 6 to 1 team fouls.
Yep. Well, Independence has not made the outside shot, and they're looking more at the dribble drive and getting the ball into Ryan Brown.
There we go. We snuck her in the back right there. Now we cut it to 3.
Well, close one early. Rosani, she's so talented. Nifty move there, and they got her on the arm. She'll shoot 2.
Well, let me ask you this, Coach Montgomery. I mean, you win tomorrow somehow. Is there another game tomorrow, or where?
They actually do space the games out. Thankfully, it's not like an AAU tournament where you play multiple in one day. So if we were able to beat Prescott South, which is a very talented team, we will not play actually till the following Thursday, again at Lawrence County.
Wow.
You win that one and another one at Lawrence County for the sectional finals.
Okay, so you would actually 3 more, right?
That's correct.
Oh, wow.
And then if you win sectionals, and I'm assuming there's 4 sectionals, then those 4 teams end up in Murfreesboro.
So this is Williamson County's first look in middle school state championship in the basketball. So we're all kind of learning the that's a great defensive play.
Wow. Savannah C with the nice strip on Rosani going to the goal. Looked like it went off her knee, but
it did. Yeah.
The referee is the lawmaker out there, and what he says goes. Kayla with good defense on Bergen.
Right.
Well, coaches
trying to get it. Yeah, they're trying to get the corner. They can't get it.
Yeah, they did early, and they went away from their set plays, looking just more dribble drive right now.
So the crowd's starting to get involved here.
Oh, Leah Oob all the way down. Oh, just missed the layup. These girls are battling. The basket seems really tiny right now for both teams.
Absolutely. So 2 minutes here remaining until halftime. And Zani.
Man, she's tough. I'm telling you, they're going to have to adjust how they're playing her. They're going to have to maybe allow her to shoot the 3. She's just so tough off the dribble.
Big 3 attempt.
Offensive rebound.
Now
Fleming's not a three-point shooter. I mean, she was wide open.
No.
You don't mind her taking that shot, but she's one that wants to take it to the hole.
So a minute 20 until halftime.
Here we go in isolation with
I
Rosani
think
again.
They got her again. Beat her around the court. Oh!
Passed it off. Beautiful. Number 23.
Jada Pittman, yeah.
Coach
Wild looked like, what are you doing?
Yeah, shoot that layup. Yeah. Jada appreciates it.
Oh. It's good block out by Bergen Ali, the number 11 right there.
Great hustle by Indy.
Bad spot, but Andy's going to get out of it here with less than a minute.
Jump ball possession
Yeah.
to Summit. That was a tough drive for Leah. She's got double teamed, blocked a shot. You can't fault Indy. I mean, they're playing hard. It's just, you just think over time, Summit's talent on offense is just going to wear them down, and just the lack of experience for Indy, which has been pretty much what's happened. Oh, nice crossover.
Oh, I believe she got fouled, but no call.
Again, probably a shot that Nicole that Coach Wild's going to be like, you need to take that shot, but an unselfish play nonetheless. Bad foul there up top on the inbounds.
And only their third foul. And, it's been, for the most part, a pretty clean game, I guess.
I think I would have fouled Nicole a couple of more times.
Yeah, for sure. So a set play right here.
Yeah.
Ooh. Ali just can't seem to find the basket here. So another good shot here. Summit up by 7. Seems a lot closer than that.
It really does, and it's just a matter of both teams struggling a little bit, but then they can't seem to keep Nicole away from the basket. Ten seconds.
Yeah. What do we got?
Backdoor play.
Wow, 5.2. Do you get right back in the game right here for this one play? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
If it's me, I'm making a quick substitution. Nobody's been able to control her.
Oh, man. Bergen Ali got to get rid of it. Rizani misses, and we're going to head to halftime. So, first half is concluded, our WCTV game of the week, and the Summit Spartans lead the Lady Eagles 24-17. We'll be back for second half action.
I think that deep down inside he probably is.
And I mean, with Sydney Wright being in foul trouble, she came out and scored 10 points, and they got 3 fouls, and I think she's okay. So it looks like kind of a makeshift 1-3-1.
1-3-1. That's right. Yep. Annie Gibbs in the game for the first time, freshman from Thompson Station, misses the shot right there.
And obviously, right, Mark, we're not are we saying that Summit was all cold shooting. Independence also had their issues with trying to get the ball to go to the basket.
Oh,
and then she's back at it.
Yep.
So Sydney Wright, number 15 right there on the drive, gets fouled. She would be the one that Coach Montgomery said at the beginning of the game, keep an eye on. And lo and behold, she's living up to the expectations.
Absolutely.
But you know what? If we had a free throw contest between these two, I don't know if I'd take anybody out of here. I'd take one of your players.
It's been a tough night. Atmosphere's a little different. Have a rivalry game like this. There's a lot of nerves. I look for the second half to both teams to shoot better.
A little pressure right there for the first time shown by Coach Wild.
It's good ball movement. Savannah C for 3.
Bingo. The lid is off the basket.
Another Thompson Station player, a little plug right there.
Yeah.
Quinn Johnson with the ball.
Oh, here we go.
Back to Sydney.
Oh,
goodness.
Yes, sir.
Oh, no.
That's going to be 4, and the game has just turned a little bit,
Oh,
Coach.
my goodness. Yeah, he's going to have to take her out now. And you do take a chance. You start your player. She's had a great game. She has 3 fouls. You talk to her, you're like, hey, don't get that 4th foul.
Be careful. And Ryan Brown, I guess, maybe Coach Hill, said something to her hopefully at halftime and said, listen, she starts to lower that shoulder.
That's right.
Just take it like a champ. Maybe we'll get a call.
That's right. And you have to take that chance. It makes a big difference.
And there's C in the corner. She just made a 3, but that's going to be a turnover. No call. Is this going to land?
Oh.
Could have been a momentum swing
It
right
really
there.
could have. Yeah, Summit with the 24-20 lead.
Yeah.
Independent sticking with their man-to-man.
They're really spreading the floor this time. Bam.
Claudette Runk.
Wow.
Steady as you go.
Oob. That's been her shot. And another.
Oh, great rebound by Ryan Brown.
Yeah, absolutely.
Couldn't put it back in. Independence has to be careful here. It's a little 7-point lead. You got to get stops when you can't score. Summit, just methodical.
Oh, absolutely. And, this game has gone by fairly quick, and it's because, one, there wasn't a lot of fouls called, team total, and 2, Summit just keeps the ball. If they were a soccer team, they've had the ball on their side of the floor, majority of the game.
Too, when teams are familiar.
Oh.
And here we go again, Rosani to the goal. And
Man.
they have got the only adjustment, I think, if I'm coaching Indy right now is I'm telling them, Rosani gets the ball, you got to give her some room.
Yeah.
And that's just unfortunate.
Rosani now has become the leading scorer for the Spartans. But going back to your thought, I think we were going in the direction of when two teams know each other really well, right?
Yeah, and you're running your sets, you're running your plays well. They know your plays as well as you do sometimes.
Yeah. Oh, and a great hustle play right there.
Good job.
Johnston.
Quinn Johnson. Sophomore getting a lot of playing time this year, really coming into her own. A little action for Bergen, wasn't there. Claudette gets it. Hey, Indy's doing a good job. They're taking good angles. The only one they can't handle is right there.
Yep. Oh, what a good rebound. I thought that was a pretty good no call. There was no body on anybody, and they were just kind of fighting for the ball.
Well, I'm going to tell you, Summit has something going with the 1-3-1.
Oh!
but you got to box out.
Yeah, Madison, the senior. You know, Leah Oob has been at that high post all night, and you know, she's thrown the shots up, but she just doesn't look very confident when she's shooting that shot. And maybe when she hits one or two, that's going to maybe turn. But get Madison right there, who has stepped in for Brown. And I'm looking down there just to see if she's okay at the end of the bench down there. I would be telling her, you're playing every time.
That's right.
Ronk, is it going to happen again? Try to draw the foul.
Yeah.
Slow to get up.
Now Summit setting up another play. Coach Wild getting them set. Looks like a back screen for Rosani.
Wow. I think Ronk didn't realize she was going to be open right there.
Now, here we go. Rosani, I see now that was a much better job of defending her. She's got to dig deep on your angles when you're facing a girl that can really take it hard to the basket. Oh, nice little flare screen for Bergen.
Bam.
There it is.
Ali. And Coach Wild's going to call a 30-second timeout as the lead has been extended to 9, 32-23 here at Independence High School.
I tell you, I like this timeout. I think it's smart. I think you've done a decent job. You're scoring more, but you got to get stops. And you get that lead, you get them organized, and maybe now you come down, get another stop, another score, and all of a sudden this game is starting to spread out, and Independence starts to question themselves a little bit.
And, you know, and looking back, I think you had mentioned pregame to me that, you know, Coach Hill likes to play a lot of kids, right? And I haven't gotten an exact count on what he's played, but there have been a lot of Lady Eagles on the floor tonight for him. You know, he doesn't really settle on a 7 or an 8. I mean, he's going deep, right?
And, you know, he's a first year at Independence, and I think that has something to do with it. And also, there's just a lot of inexperience across the board for the entire team, not just the young ones, even some of the older ones.
And a veteran timeout right here. I mean, you know, Coach Wild calls timeout. He's going to change defenses for sure, put a little pressure on. Let's see how these young Lady Eagles handle it. And that's a bad spot to be in.
Yeah.
And one.
Oh.
Yes, sir.
Just a little bit of the inexperience showing on the Eagles on that possession. Little 2-2-1 press. You dribble up the sideline against a 2-2-1 press, you're going to get in trouble.
Bad deal. There's a made free throw right there.
Hey, Rosani with another three-point play.
Now Coach Hill was like, well,
just what we talked about. You know, you call a timeout, you set your defense, you get a turnover, get an and one. It goes from 2 possessions ago, it was a 6-point game, and now it's a 12-point game.
So a huge momentum swing right there. And Coach Hill now going to have to kind of fight back and see if his young team has enough grit to try to, you know, turn this thing around. Can't let it slip away. I think this may be our first double-digit lead of the game.
I think so.
So,
and this is a good timeout for Coach Hill as well. I mean, gather the troops, say it's okay. We're still in the game. Let's be methodical. Let's remember how we break presses. Well, he's staying with the senior inside, giving Tang and Brown a rest on the bench there, and I think that's kind of how the season's gone. It's he's looking for a go-to.
So another veteran move right there.
Yep. you call timeout, I change what I'm doing.
That's right. So 1-2-2 maybe, or 1-3-1.
Still 1-3-1. Good drive by Oob. She's just having a tough time letting that ball go in the basket.
Yeah. So Manis, the senior, offensive board and a tip put back, going to get fouled. Now we're going to the free throw line, the Achilles heel of both teams.
Absolutely. Yeah, a lot of offensive rebounds in this game. And free throws have been tough to come by tonight. Annie Gibbs checks out. Aaliyah Fleming checking back in. Freshman for freshman.
That's right. You talked about it. And another miss. Ronk, the senior, going to collect that.
So you got a couple of sophomores on the floor for Summit. A couple of freshmen on the floor for Indy, and you have to think that both teams have bright futures. Not to mention Summit having a bright present. A really, really good team this year. There it is again, Rosani to the basket. Wow.
You know, it was so funny to see Coach Wild right there. He directed Rosani come left. You know, Fleming did a nice job that first time to cut her off and recovered really well, but I guess Coach Wild must have seen something. So, hey, no free throws. We're going to run on the floor. That's interesting.
Yeah, it looked like she was in the shooting motion.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here comes elevator screen with a drive. That's a nifty play by Rosani. Reverse layup. Boy, what a talent. A nice little set play, too. I mean, your defense is thinking, oh, well.
Yeah, that was a confident shot right there, brother.
Hey, she's unconscious now. You know, just from coaching her 1 year, she's a confident young lady. Now Rosani's filling it in and out on the three.
Here comes Fleming, and this is kind of her game, right?
Yes. You called it. 2 points in the paint.
Cut it to 10 here with 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
It just stops for Indy. It's just hard to come by right now.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Johnson on the drive. Ooh, looked like a foul. Wow.
So Indy going to be the beneficiary of this kind of free-for-all here. I don't know if this is a prelude to the boys' game, but this. Oh, I think she wanted it.
Oh.
Oh,
Kayla.
Gibbs.
All the rebounds we've been seeing, and that ball bounced twice before anyone touched it.
It's Northup. I'm sorry, not Gibbs. But that, yeah, I mean, how about that? The ball laying on the ground. Oh, I'll take that.
Oh, another. Oh,
Yeah.
that little play has worked a few times. Looks like a
hand check. Here we go.
Yeah. Hey.
She did a pretty good job with Maddie Manis there.
Yeah, she did a great job in her Henderson there. I know Coach Hill's appreciative of that. Now you have a fresh Ryan Brown in the game, and hopefully she can make her impact felt. Oh, tough turnover. That'll drive you crazy, is an inbound turnover.
So here we go. Oops, still at the high post. Here, let me stick my arm out. I'm going to drive on you. Throw it again inside. Going to try to attack.
There we go. What?
Oh!
Kayla Northup.
Had a great block out by Ali.
Yeah. Ryan Brown's not an easy one to block out.
Not at all. You're correct.
You know, and she's such a well-rounded player. Doing the dirty work, you know, everybody talks about her scoring, but she's just an all-around good player.
Uh-oh.
With a missed three. Ryan Brown with the rebound. Oh, Savannah's got a little room on the wing. Well, look at that.
Boom.
2 in a row for Oops. She's starting to feel it. And that's, what a heads-up play by Kayla Northup. Goes up strong.
Oh.
That's what a senior does for you right there.
Absolutely.
She acted like she was going to get back on defense and just snuck her nose in there. Inbounds play, just not really paying attention.
And it made free throws, so.
Well, Leah Oob with a couple of made shots, and Kayla with a heads-up play twice with the rolling rebound. Independence right back in the mix.
Yeah, we were talking a 12-point lead, and now we're counting down to 4 as the quarter is about to end.
And border battle number 1 living up to its notoriety here.
You know, when you have a game between two schools that are close proximity, you know, the student section gets here a little bit earlier than a normal game. So
that's right.
This crowd is a little different than what maybe they're normally used to playing in front of.
Definitely. Oh, she's
Oh, my.
I'm glad I'm not having to stay in front of Nicole Rosani tonight. I think I might have to buy new ankles.
The junior is trying to add to her team-leading 16 points with 2 free throws here.
And I'm going to tell you, Savannah C is not an easy defender to get by. And she had her own skates a little bit right there. And
yeah. Is she also a soccer player, Savannah?
She is all basketball.
Okay.
And she could probably play anything. She's a very, very athletic girl. Oh, that's an unfortunate foul on Runk right there.
That's going to be 3 for Claudette Runk. You know, and I think if foul trouble is ever a problem, I think Indy's got the advantage, right?
I would agree, yep. Just because they play so many.
That's right.
That's right. Five-point game.
Wow.
Summit clinging to a 38-33 lead. I mean, if you're Coach Hill in Independence right now, you have to feel good about where you are in this game. I mean, Summit, with the pedigree they've had, the success they've had over the last few years, and you're an up-and-coming program, first-year coach. I mean, all you want is a chance to win it in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, after the first contest, I believe Summit won 44-31. I mean, you know, and correct me if I'm wrong, because the regions are a lot smaller, I think the number 1 seed in the district now is basically an automatic bye to the region. There's only 3 teams.
Top 3 are automatically in. So you have 2 5-team districts.
Okay.
And so if you qualify regular season in the top 3, the 4-5 will play each other for a play-in game, and then 1 plays 4, 2 plays 3. And then the region now is the 2.
The original.
That's right. That's right. Well, you've added, you know, a Hillsboro, Overton, and a Columbia Central. Page moves down to 3A. So you a little bit of mix of Williamson County teams and a couple of other teams. Definitely interesting since they went to the 4th classification this year. Isolation for Rosani.
Oh.
Yeah, they are not going to get in a hurry.
No.
Especially with a lead. That was tough. Referee's letting them play a little bit.
Absolutely. And here comes Brown on the run.
Wow. That's tough. That girl is so athletic. And, I mean, you're talking about your center.
Now, we're talking like a D1 softball player, correct?
We're talking Missouri.
Okay.
So she's a junior. I talked to her the other night after a ball game, said she's looking forward to playing college softball at an elite level.
Well, she's got the competitive juices. I mean, to play high school ball keeps those things, you know, flowing for sure. And being in front of this crowd, she may rise up the challenge.
Absolutely. Wow, knocks down both free throws. We haven't seen much of that tonight.
No, absolutely not. So a win here by Indy. I mean, I don't know where they stand in the region, or the district, excuse me. I think they're 1-3.
I believe so.
Oh, no.
Wow, back rim by Rosani.
Yeah. Brown with the board, and here we go. Not sure this is who we're handling the ball up the floor, but.
Yeah, give it to Brown, right?
Right. Oh, and here comes, we need some confidence here.
Well, Savannah C for 3.
Oh, Brown underneath the, the one basket, I think, all night that's been just like.
Uncontested.
Yeah.
Hard for anybody to get open shot here lately. Oh, wow.
Oh.
That looked, well, I'll tell you, I thought Kayla Northrup had all ball on that one, but referees obviously have a better look at it than we do from up here.
So obviously with your ties to Indy basketball, it's Indy, Summit, and who, do you know the other 3 in the district? Nolensville?
Okay. And then Ravenwood and Columbia Central.
Which is not a tough out. I mean, they're very good.
Their boys and girls teams are very, very good. Boys teams leading the district, undefeated.
Wow.
Beat us Friday night. Got open in
more.
The corner. Oh, goodness.
Oh,
what a screen
by the senior. And Fleming, the freshman.
I didn't even realize she'd come back in the game and making her presence felt again. So Independence has adjusted a little bit on defense. They're not playing up on Rosani as much now. I think that's a smart move. Savannah giving her a lot of room here. I know Coach Wild, he has a lead. He'll just tell Rosani to hold on to it. Independence has taken away the backdoor play. They've tried it several times, and they've not fallen for it. That's good scouting by Coach Hill. And there's that flare screen. Oh, great up fake. What a block by Kayla Northrup.
No way.
Wow, Leah Oob from the corner off the catch. I don't even know if she was squared up to the goal. What a shot. Indy takes their first lead of the game. Yeah, going to the bench in the fourth quarter here, Coach Wild.
Yeah.
A young lady from Spring Station, number 2, is in the game for the first time. Trinity, I believe, is her name.
Yeah.
She's doing a good job, and she's aggressive with the ball as well.
Yeah.
This is where you want the ball if you're Coach Wild. You want it in Rosani's hands. So they're using clock. He's going to be methodical. He's getting. Oh, here we go.
Yep, it's gone.
Oh, great hands by Savannah. Look, great sportsmanship right there. Yeah. Savannah strips the ball. Rosani accidentally shoves her in the ground and then helps her up. So you love to see that in a rivalry game. You want to win, you want to play hard, but you also want to respect your opponent. Love to see that.
Well, Sydney Wright back in the game at 4 fouls.
I think that's the right move. You're just under 5 minutes left in the game.
Yeah.
The momentum's heading to Independence's way. You get your stud player back in, and you live with the results here.
Who just hit the 3. Is she feeling it? Not with probably Wright on her, but maybe.
Well, be aggressive. See if you can get a foul called. Now they have said, we're going to give you the free throw shot. We don't believe you can make it. A little Iverson screen for Johnson. Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Well,
Bergen.
Ali.
Oh, my
in and
goodness. Out. Oh, what a rebound by Quinn Johnson. Great effort right there. Crowd wanted a foul, but that was just bodies going after the ball. Good no call by the officials there. Here goes.
Here we go. We got an isolation.
Oh no. Fouled her out of the game. Unbelievable. Well, Coach Hill at halftime, like you said earlier when Ryan Brown took the charge, I think that was a little bit of a acting job, but nevertheless, a great defensive play.
Well, Coach Wild never said a word to the referees.
That's right.
I think he realized.
That's unfortunate. I know Cindy probably really excited about this game and had such a great start that she'll have to be a great leader from the bench the rest of this one as she fouls out.
Yeah, that's Fleming in the corner.
Good defense.
Oh, left hand. Gonna fight for the ball, and there's the senior. And Indy's gonna get possession.
I think Summit is daring them to a good game plan by Coach Wild, honestly.
And Brown's coming in from Manis. Right here, great minute there by Maddie Manis.
Yes, she's given great minutes tonight. Every time she's been in, she's made plays.
Uh-oh.
Good tip away.
Yeah. That's going to be Pittman that put her hand out there, knocked it away, and now we are 3 minutes and 25 seconds remaining.
Yeah, Indy clinging to that 1-point lead. I think the biggest difference for Indy in this run for them is how they played Rosani.
Yeah. Gapping her, not letting her have any penetration toward the basket. Runk, no call. Brown. And he's going to get it back. And the shot. Fleming, the rebound, the freshman.
Oh, my goodness.
And the ball is just bouncing Indy's way right now.
It is. Oh, it's got Bergen open.
Oh, this is not good.
Oh, what effort. What a defensive play by Kayla Northrup. I don't think Bergen saw her. She came flying in out of nowhere.
Tony Hill. Oh, the freshman.
Oh my goodness.
This is getting exciting.
My hands are getting sweaty. And
We're not even out there.
Right.
Uh-oh, Fleming on the drive.
Man, she's quick.
Brown rebounds.
Oh,
Pittman cleans it up for Summit.
I tell you, Pittman's length is bothering them inside. She's a different type of player than Sydney Wright, but she's making her presence felt. Here's their play. Yep, Savannah got up.
Oh, it just couldn't find the basket.
A nice little curl play right there with a little screen action to get Rosani isolated at the top, and she can drive left or right, and you make a mistake, and Savannah just lunged one way, and that's all she needed.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, let me ask you this, Coach. If this basket goes in and Coach Wild maybe calls a timeout, we try to press. He did it once. It was successful.
Wow.
He can't get the basket to go.
Wow.
I mean, that is tough.
I'm with you. I think, yes, you got to change the momentum here. I mean, you got to the basket. Free throws didn't go down. And Coach Tony Hill is going to take a break, and I think he's going to talk about maybe using some clock. This is the fun part of the game. When you coach basketball, you and I have coached a lot of years.
Yeah.
And this is the fun part of the game. The last 2 minutes, it's strategy and what is the other coach going to do and how do you react to it. And, I've always talked to my players that basketball is a game of reaction. Whoever reacts best is going to end up a lot of times winning the game. You can't predict how a defense is going to play.
No, Tony Hill's got his he's got his hands full with a young team as it is in a close game with an atmosphere like this.
Right.
I mean, this is like what we call with learning experience for sure, but late season, this is what you're going to get involved right in that, obviously Coach Wild been there, done that.
That's right. And just exudes confidence in his players to know, hey, we've been there, we've done this. Let's settle in, let's get a stop, and then we go down and we run our play and we do our thing. And so definitely two different type of teams, but what an effort by Indy so far. All right, we got a little 3-2 action here. Independence handles the pressure.
All right, I think Coach Hill's going to try to play keep away for a minute, knowing that any foul gets him in the free throw line, but unfortunately, a free throw is not automatic.
That's for sure. Oh, unfortunate pass right there. Ryan Brown throws it into Aaliyah Fleming, and Summit tips it, and then Aaliyah tips it.
And I'm not sure that Coach Hill, I would almost do the opposite. I would put Fleming at the high post where she can drive.
That's right.
And put Brown down there.
That's right.
To rebound or catch.
So a little flare screen again, this time for Runk. That play's worked a couple of times tonight. Now.
Yeah, I think he wants Rosani to go left.
Yeah, that was her opportunity there. Oh.
All right, got a little space.
Oh, after the.
Yeah. Runk took a shot.
Yeah, Ryan Brown really went hard after the block and then was a clean swing at it, and then on the landing hit Runk really hard. Wow, there's a minute, 7 seconds left in this game. Indy with a 3-point lead. And here we go. Can we make free throws at the end of the game?
Man. So here we go. Runk probably.
Wow.
The commentator jinx, I was just going to say, probably one of the more sure free throw shooters on the team.
Absolutely. Well, she gets one of them.
Now, I think Coach Wild on the timeout right here probably does set up some kind of press defense.
I think definitely with the inexperience and the pressure of the game, the loudness now, that the gym, both student sections almost fully equipped, ready to go. I mean, this is a time where I'm thinking pressure if I'm Summit. Independence has to be really good with their press break right here, not really knowing what's going to come because he can do so many different things defensively.
Well, an exciting game one in the girls' action.
Absolutely.
I mean, 107 here. Paul Breece, Mark Montgomery, the king of Thompson Station, here joining us on a late call from the bullpen. We're looking deep into the rotation.
That's right. I had to get the old wing going a little bit. Stretch out.
You're like, what was his name? Ricky Vaughn. Wild thing.
That's right. All right, this is Friday night, small town basketball game. Not an open seat in the gym. Exciting. What a great experience for these girls as well. All right, looks like a man-to-man press.
Uh-oh.
Indy gets it in. Leah Oob with the ball. Ooh, almost a
man.
travel. Oh, I have to be honest, Coach. I think that was a little bailout by the official right there.
Maybe a little travel, but you got to call it and got to live with it.
That's right. I mean, he calls what he sees, and Leah Oob shooting one and one.
Not guaranteed.
And right on cue. Boy,
less than a minute. Here we go. We're at the decimal point, Tom.
That's right. I don't think you hold for the last one here. You gotta try to score as quickly as possible. So if you do miss, you have time to get the ball back. I think if I'm Independence, I am holding back. I am not going to try to make them speed up right here.
Coach Wild is definitely going to. Oh, and Brown with the rebound on the missed shot. She's going to hold it. We got to
get across.
Yeah, got to get that 10 seconds.
Coach Tony Hill's going to need to get a time. Oh, they barely got it. Wow. Wow.
All right, let's set the stage. 18.4 seconds.
Yeah, Independence with a 2-point lead. Kayla Northrup shooting free throws. I think it's still 1 and 1. Both teams with 9 team fouls.
The senior. Pressure situation.
Oh, my goodness.
Good box out by Summit. Let's see what Coach Wild's going to do. He's going to call a timeout.
Absolutely, he is. Well, Coach, this is it right here. I mean, 15 seconds left in the game. You're up 2. You're in the huddle.
Man, what do you say, right? I think, I think we're going to have to try to get Zani on a drive. I don't know if – I'm sure Coach Wild's got something up his sleeve, but for sure. But maybe some high ball screens for her and see if she can just take it. If she's her gets a lot of help, maybe kick out to Ali or Runk and see what happens.
Yeah, I tell you, the play to me that I've seen success with tonight is they're running Bergen Ali through the elevator screen with Rosani driving left.
That's right.
And faking that pass. But I'm telling them, hey, if she's open, let's win this thing right here. Now, you don't want to take that shot with less than 5 seconds.
No.
But if you can get into your set quickly, might be a good play to end the game right here. See if Summit can knock down a 3. I think if you get a 3 early, you take it. If not, you're not wasting time. You're trying to get to the rim, draw foul, get something in the paint. And if I'm Independence, I'm just making sure they throw the ball in the backcourt, and then it's switch everything on defense and stay in front of your girl. So they have to throw the ball in at the end line, so I wonder if they'll let the ball roll or if Indy's going to come up.
Yeah, interrupt. Yeah.
Okay, so they. All right, here we go.
Hold your breath. Oh,
faked it. Well, they are getting Rosani on the drive. Oh, Savannah C.
Woo.
Well, they've let them play, and then here and there they don't let them play.
That's right. Now we're going to get out of bounds underneath and a timeout by Coach Wild. And if there's anybody that's going to draw a set play out of bounds and get a look, it's Coach John Wild.
That's for sure.
And see.
Well, you almost want, as an offensive team right here, you almost want a catch and shoot so you have time for an offensive rebound, or you have time if you do miss it to foul. With 6 seconds left, you're not really worried about scoring too quick.
That's right.
Because the other team is, by the time they get the ball and get the ball in bounds, with the exception of Coach Hill maybe calling a timeout if they do make the shot, you're trying to get it's a quick hitter right here because it gives you an opportunity to get a shot off, and it also gives you a quick opportunity for an offensive rebound or a tip in. What a game, Coach. What a game.
And they're, the Lady Eagles are doing it with 2 freshmen on the floor.
I'm telling you, do you recall Savannah C coming out of the game tonight?
I mean, obviously she didn't start, right?
She did. She did start.
Okay, then there you go. Then there's your answer. It seems like it's been like 24 hours ago since the start of the game, but yeah, I mean, and she's had a challenge to guard Rosani.
All right, here we go. Oh, backdoor cut. Oh, my goodness. Wide open. Tie ball game, 3 seconds. 2, 1, no shot.
Coach. Yeah.
I'm going to tell you, coaching for a long time, when they lined up for this play, the first thing I noticed is the girl guarding the inbounder.
Yeah, she was on that side.
She was guarding the ball instead of being under the goal. That's right. To me, as a coach, that's a cardinal rule. You always have that girl guarding for a backdoor layup. And what they do, they set a back screen for Rosani, and she scores the layup. I think Coach Tony Hill thought he had gotten a timeout before and he did. It looks like 0.7 seconds left.
Well, they may give him a second. To be honest with you, I don't know if that's enough. But everybody get their cell devices out just in case we got something big going on. But yeah, like you talked about the out-of-bounds play. Yeah, I used to teach my girls, put your foot out of bounds. And underneath the goal. Because that's where 80% of the balls are going on out-of-bounds plays.
That's right.
Never come at ball side.
That's right. Well, and you switch your back screens.
That's right.
Again, inexperience, pressure situation. Savannah C gets back picked. I don't know who the girl was, but that's a tough one. Hey, no fault at Indy at all. Just sometimes in crucial situations, those are opportunities for young teams to grow and learn from. When they watch film, they'll learn from that, and hopefully they'll learn from it. It looks like they did put 1 second back on the clock. So, and they're throwing it from the sideline here.
And there's a Sarah Tang sighting.
All right.
They're going to try to throw it up to her.
Oh, it looks like it was touched. Oh, no. Was it?
Oh, my.
This could be a problem. The last thing you want to do is throw it out of bounds with no one touching it because the ball goes back to where you inbounded. And that's exactly what happened. And now Coach Wild has a chance to get an inbounds play from a much better situation than what Indy just had. That's a tough inbounds right there. I can understand wanting to put your tallest player in to get a lob, but also Sarah has not played a lot in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and they didn't even screen her. She just kind of ran up and over the top. Maybe you throw a Ryan Brown, let her pass the ball in.
Softball player, absolutely. Absolutely.
Anyway.
Well, it'll be interesting to see right now what Summit does right here. Now, obviously, whatever shot they get, you want it to be from well outside the three-point line. So your inbounder again, she's on the ball. I would have her in the paint, but we'll see what happens here. Oh, tried for a backdoor. Oh, my goodness. Backdoor for Bergen, and Kayla Northrop covers the backdoor but has her back turned. And like a back shoulder throw in football, Bergen catches it and smartly gets it up quick and just rims it out.
Are you kidding me, Coach?
Wow.
Not only did she even have a shot, she had a great look.
Yes. Probably surprised her.
Absolutely.
What a great throw-in, honestly.
Yeah,
and,
absolutely.
Different coaches have different philosophies on how you want to play inbounds and stuff. My personal preference is I'm not going to guard the ball right there unless I have a really tall girl with long arms that I can take away her sight lines. But nevertheless, looks like a little extra time.
Man, extra basketball right here, guys. This is exciting. All right, give us listen, since we do have extra time with you, and I know you're leaving after this girls' game, give us a quick synopsis of what we should be expecting tonight in the boys' game.
Well, I think you're going to have an exciting game. Two completely different teams as far as style goes. Summit, a young team that's trying to maybe be more methodical, run a lot of little matchup, 2-3 zone, wants to slow you down and make you grind it out on offense. Indy, tempo from the tip-off. And so, Summit's won some big games. They won their Thanksgiving tournament this year, beat a really good Lebanon team. They're young, have some young talent. They're not big, Indy has a tremendous advantage inside with Cameron Bell and Matthew.
But obviously,
Witt.
you talk about border battle, tight situation. Throw it out the window.
Absolutely.
Hence this girls' game going to overtime.
That's right. Oh, great. Wow.
Yeah.
I say, Kayla Northrup is a great shooter. And I think her and Bergen Ali tonight both have just, it looks so good leaving their hand. It just haven't got a lot of them to fall.
Yeah, Ali only has 4 points on the night. Runk only has 7.
Well, another flare screen for Runk. Indy getting used to a lot of their main sets or main things that Summit wants to do. There's where you want the ball. Rosani's hands. What a ball game. What a ball game tonight. Oh, Ryan Brown almost a steal.
Oh, and
wow.
Steal.
Yep, tip away. Look at the speed of that young lady. Uh-oh. Rosani.
Get up, Rosani, yeah.
She's tough as nails. And Ryan Brown just showing off that athletic ability. Savannah C with a nice poke away, and recovery by Brown takes it coast to coast. And then she's patting her head saying, "Coach, get me out." That was a long trip down the floor. I think if I ran that fast, I would be passed out on the sideline. All right, here we go, Summit with another set play. Rosani's not going to take an outside shot. I think she's not feeling that shot tonight, and what a great adjustment by Coach Tony Hill on that. Oh, Johnson. Oh! Whoa! Quinn Johnson. What a shot, a three-point shot. Was that her first points of the game?
Well, we're about to find.
Wow.
Yes, it is.
Wow, and now she's a player. She played for us at Thompson Station. She is a player.
Oh, my.
Oh, Aaliyah Fleming. Oh, Claudette Runk got hit. Officials timeout. We got players all over the floor. Ryan Brown limping, and Rosani limping, and Runk getting hit in the face for the second time tonight.
I think Ryan Brown, she's got the massager over there on her thigh.
Yeah.
She must be having some cramping issues over there. I don't know. But.
Yeah, that's a consistent thing with her. I've seen her with it in a couple of games this year. Well, Summit with a narrow 1-point lead after that three-pointer by Quinn Johnson.
Well, they've definitely adjusted on that flare screen set play.
Yep. And I think Coach Wild is content to hold it out, and I think I would be too. Let Rosani take it to the hole when they can't stay back on her much longer.
Those are kind of dangerous passes up on top of the half line right there.
They do take your breath away when that ball's in the air for a while.
Kind of a four-corner. You talked about it. Going to have to milk the clock. And then
smart play. I mean, you've got to force Independence to do something. Independence is going to have to make a decision.
There goes Ali with the drive.
Oh, my God. Oh, what
a
she's fouled. Absolutely. Good call. Pittman with the rebound, and then, man, tough foul, but I think you have to foul her right there. She had a wide-open layup after Ali. Great drive, and just, I think, was excited that she was so wide open. Not the worst thing in the world for Independence. Clock stops. You're only down one.
Have we found somebody that can make a free throw for you?
I was going to say, and doubtful that anybody makes 2 free throws, but Pittman makes the first.
So to extend the lead to 3, and not going to happen.
So you're down 2, 35 seconds. I think you get a shot up fairly quick here.
She gone.
Wow. Oh, my goodness. It's
getting their offensive rebound.
Oh, and fouled. Wow. Oh, this place is going crazy.
Fleming, the freshman.
She blows the layup, makes a great move, but gets her own rebound, puts it back up, gets fouled. Wow. Freshmen, I'm going to tell you, Independence has a bright future. These freshmen have made themselves known in this game. We'll see if we can make a clutch free throw. Oh, almost a long rebound. Savannah C just off her fingers. Well, can you say double overtime?
Hey, that was not what I was bargaining for when I showed up.
Do I get overtime pay?
Absolutely you do.
Man, what a game. What just great competitive nature by both teams. Girls on the floor just fighting for the ball. Coaches coaching their hearts out. Honestly, the old cliche, you hate to see someone lose this game. Eventually, someone will have to come out on top. Well, with the game tied, your philosophy on offense is a lot different. Now, Independence, do you come out, do you press, do you do something different here and possibly get a turnover or force them into a quicker shot so that you have time to get the ball back? Or do you hang back and say, we're going to get a stop?
Yeah, I think Coach Wild, like you said, is going to hold it for the last shot no matter what.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so, I mean, he's going to run his set, and if it's not working, he's going to run a different one.
That's right.
And, just stay patient defensively if you're Indy, and don't give up that late.
Right, absolutely.
And if you do, make sure you have, like, Ryan Brown underneath you.
That's exactly
Because she's been known to take a charge.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, looks like Indy's staying in their man, so they're going to be content to try to get a stop here. You want to try and get a shot up with, 7-8 seconds maybe.
Oh, and they're going to give it to Indy off the shot.
Oh, now that's where your official can help you out right there. I feel like that ball was tipped by Indy. That's unfortunate. You don't want that to – luckily the game's tied and nobody has a lead, but still, that's a tough call.
Tony Hill called timeout here on the pressure.
Oh,
here comes the
Leah.
She's going to take it. And that is probably the right call.
Probably should have been called earlier.
Absolutely.
Same move. But you know what? It evens out. It evens out.
That's
and I think
right.
for both teams, that's the fair thing right here. You got to travel on one end, but obviously the ball was off Indy on the other end.
Yeah. Oh, he's telling Coach Wild to say go.
Oh, no.
Oh, and the Pittman for the win.
Oh, my
no.
goodness. I'm going to tell you, Savannah C with the great reach in to deflect the ball on Rosani right there and just made the ball roll off the rim. Pittman gets an offensive rebound and barely rims out. And here we are, Coach. Double overtime.
I'm going to have to call my wife and pass my curfew. Holy mackerel.
Boy, border battle. Wow. You couldn't have scripted this any better.
No. Absolutely not. When are they required to go for a two-point conversion on this thing? I don't know.
No kidding. Is it sudden death at some point?
Really. If we had to ask them to go to a free throw contest, this would not be a good sign for you, team.
We would definitely be here for a long time. The girls have absolutely played their hearts out on both ends tonight. Obviously, a lot of the key players have struggled offensively, and a lot, like we talked about earlier, the familiarity of both teams to each other. It takes away those easy plays. I think we'll see the same thing in the boys' game. Obviously, Independence has a lot of firepower, but Summit knows where Jet Montgomery's going to be. They know where Owen Reese is going to be, and so, and the same thing for Indy. They know the two young studs and Andrew Smith as well for Summit. So this is a great start to the night, and I have a feeling the boys' game will be the same. Double OT.
Double OT. Where are we going? The concession stand. I don't know what's going on. Stay in your seats, kids.
Really?
Uh-oh. What
the?
They tried to.
Probably could have been a backcourt on Ali right there. She caught it, but I guess didn't have full possession of the ball.
We'll see right here what.
Here we go, a little staggered screen for Rosani.
Oh,
off her foot.
Here we go.
Northrop driving in to see.
Off 1 foot.
Oh.
Another rebound. Bounces. No good.
Jump ball.
Stays that way.
Right. Ali with a good rebound in there. You had Savannah C and Northrop, and Ali was the only one with them, and she managed to get her jump ball.
Yeah, I mean, who do you go to right here? Do you go to?
I think Ryan Brown. I mean, she has an advantage over Pittman.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely. Not in the corner.
Missed an entry into the post right there. Oob forced a little shot right there, but here comes Rosani.
Now this is where Summit will get you.
Oh, Quinn Johnson with a nice three. And Savannah C knocks it off Pittman. Rosani limping a little bit still.
Well, I mean, they played a lot of minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, we're at a point where I don't know if Summit's once the post player Sydney Wright went out, it's been that 5.
Oh, ball tipped away by Oob into the backcourt. Oh no. Oh, please don't be hurt. Runk falls awkwardly. Her foot slipped. There wasn't a foul. She's obviously in pain, grasping at her right knee. We just hope that she's okay. The last thing you want to see is any injuries, especially these girls. You know, you got 4 more games left after this in regular season, both looking to get in the playoffs. You want them to be at full strength.
Well, tell me this, Coach. Do you know who's hosting this side of the district tournament?
Summit High School is hosting the district, and I think they're actually hosting regionals as well. Yes. So that's obviously a tremendous advantage to Summit to be playing at home, and they've had a special year so far. I'm glad to see Claudette standing up and walking off the floor here.
Claudette Ronk, multi-star athlete at Summit High School.
Yes, and just a wonderful kid. Like I said, I had her when she was in the 6th grade when I was at Spring Station, and you could tell at that age, just something special about her. So a new girl stepping into the game, and
check her rosters here.
Tarek Schur. Okay.
The freshman.
Wow, that's showing a lot of confidence by Coach Wild. Of course, you know, fouling out earlier in the game makes you go to your bench a little bit more. Left hand.
Wow.
I tell you, Leah Oob is unconscious. If she gets it open, she's going to take it, and she's made a lot of them tonight. All right, 2-point lead.
Yeah.
Nope.
Oh, no.
Man. I think, honestly, Northrop, they ran the flare screen again, and Kayla Northrop slipped down. I think Ali kind of looked at her, and it threw her shot off, maybe thinking she was going to get undercut.
So a 2-point lead in double overtime for the Lady Eagles.
I think the Eagles have to be careful not to be too hesitant and still look to score. Still a lot of time, 2.5 minutes left in overtime.
Yeah, like dribble once and pick it up.
That one right there is unconscious. She's going to the goal. Aaliyah Fleming, and you know, we watched Aaliyah Fleming at Heritage Middle School last year, and in middle school she was at a different speed than a lot of the other.
100% now. Crunch time, free throw time hasn't been kind to either team, and let's see if Fleming can make one of them drop. That looked pretty.
Hey, that was good form.
So she's got 9 points on the night for the Lady Eagles.
And, you know, she was in the starting lineup really early in the year, and then kind of worked her way out, and now she's working her way back in. Typical freshman player.
Oh, no.
Well, I think Summit moved first, and then Ryan Brown falls in the lane.
Yeah, it was lane violation on
I think it's a jump ball. I think you let her shoot it again, because I think Summit stepped in first, and then Ryan Brown fell down. And I could be wrong, but the way I saw it, it looked like Ali stepped in before Ryan Brown.
Well, which is the case, And either way, we're out of luck.
Long rebound by C.
Oh!
2 points on the rebound. Oh, my goodness, it's a 5-point. It might be the biggest lead we've had in maybe the second half of the ball game.
Definitely the largest lead for Indy.
Right.
Oh, that's not a bad play. Oh,
that was a nice little UCLA screen.
Yeah, Pittman didn't want to shoot that.
if I'm Summit, I want to get something going downhill.
Absolutely.
The three-point shot has just not really been on. You want to get to the free throw line and put the.
Man, Fleming's got Fleming has got Johnson locked up.
Yeah, she is quick. Really good angles on defense right there. Coach Wild now calling something. Didn't like what he got off of the spread offense. You got to almost hustle up a little bit right here. You got 1:19 left in the game. You're down 5. You don't want to waste time. Great move by Rosani. Oh, that's a good call.
Yep.
You know, Pittman is in the right place at the right time. She's really done a nice job. I mean, you lose your starter, Sydney Wright, who just started out on fire tonight. And you never know what's going to happen when you put your backup in, and she's played well. And she's done that.
Yeah, absolutely. So I believe that's 4 points for her, but I think they're all free throws.
All free throws.
Yeah.
This would be big right here.
Yeah.
It makes it a one-possession game. You get a stop. Hey, maybe the second time tonight we get 2 made free throws.
Now, I believe Indy's boys coach, Mark Wilkins, probably telling the boys, hey, look, guys.
Yeah,
you
that's
come out
right.
flat. Something like this. We don't want to be involved in a double overtime game tonight, right?
That's exactly right. I mean, obviously we look at this game on paper. Summit girls obviously favored over Independence girls. Independence boys favored over Summit boys. But, you know, coaches talk about it. You hear it said all the time. When it comes to rivalries, throw away the records. And this is just more proof of that. And it's high school basketball. You know, you have teenagers out there, and not every game is going to look the same.
Yeah.
And but you can't fault either team. I mean, Summit has nothing to be ashamed of. The shot's not going down, but obviously they've played extremely hard, and Independence has maybe played a little bit above their level tonight.
Now tell me a quick background on Coach Mark Wilkins for Independence.
Just a solid individual, you know, character guy.
From?
He's from South Gibson. Had a lot of success there. I believe a 2A school in West Tennessee. Just comes with a lot of culture, and has really changed the identity of Independence boys basketball.
See, got it in quick too.
So I'm surprised that Summit's not trapping in the backcourt, but you are down 3, so you're really just looking for a stop. And then now they're trapping in the half court.
I think they tried to foul. See right there.
Yep. She almost, she really got away with a little elbow right there, but I think she felt the foul and was like, hey, what's going on? But nevertheless, they do foul Northrop, and she's going to shoot 2. So everything in this game is now 2 free throws. Okay.
Wow, now everybody wants to show out.
That's right. Well, that's a big free throw. I mean, you're a little less than a minute left in the game. Now you're up 2 possessions. Knocks them both down. Nothing but net.
Yeah, very confident, too. That's 7 for her.
And here we go, 5-point game. At Summit cannot waste time here. I mean, you're down 2 possessions. You got to get something downhill. Yep, wide open shot for Ali. Man, just a tough night from the field for her. I tell you, Coach, as a player, and I was a scorer in high school, there's just nights.
Well, we know, Rosani has not done anything in the overtimes.
Right.
Savannah C, 22, has locked her down. And then with Bergen, Ali, and Runt kind of going cold.
Right.
And there's no Sydney Wright, post player, who fouled out early.
That's right.
Kind of option. Or kind of thin.
That's right. I mean, you want to me, I want Runk to get a shot, or I want Rosani getting to the goal right here. I mean,
missed both.
Most free throws missed by Ryan Brown. Wow, missed a travel right there. That's a 3-point shot by Rosani. Wow. All right, here we go. 2-point game with 25 seconds. Oh, they call a foul on the catch. You know what? Good foul right there. You forced the freshman to make 2. odds are you make
Right.
one, you're down 3, 22 seconds left. I like the way Coach Wild played that right there. Don't waste any time. They get it in, you foul. And there you go. Savannah C misses the first one.
Man, if I was on defense, I may as well just, if we score, just foul anyway.
That's right.
Even if you're up or down. There's one.
All right. Well, okay, so if I'm Tony, well, I was about to say, if I'm Tony Hill, I'm getting a timeout right here because I want to set my defense. I want to tell my young team, okay, girls, we're down 3 points. We can give up a drive. We don't want to give up a drive, but absolutely we cannot give Razani or Ali an open look at a 3. So I'm talking to my team and whoever's guarding Pittman, I'm saying you're watching the perimeter. You're not worried about Pittman because she's in the paint. A 2-point shot can't really hurt you right here.
Yeah. And, this late in the season, you hate to have to really spell things out for a team like this, but, you talked about being a young team.
Yep.
You really got to hold their hand a lot of times.
Yes.
It'll be interesting, just how much pressure Seed puts up in the backcourt to try to run some time off, or if he lets her just bring it across.
Yep. I'm gonna tell you, I'm full court man right here. Now I'm gonna play in front. I'm gonna let them inbounds the ball, and obviously I don't want Razani to get an angle on me, but I'm gonna pressure because I want them to use clock. I want to take them out of their set a little bit. Obviously, you foul, you get 2 free throws, so you don't want to foul early and let them get a possession back. So they're going to pick up in the half, but they throw the ball in anyway, and she's not in a hurry. Let's see what they run.
Yep.
All right, so I'm looking for Johnson on the. Well, she drives to the goal. Oh, not a shot you want to take. A 2-point shot.
Yeah,
I don't even throw it in. Just hold it. I don't know if they're going to let game go. He blew the whistle. This may not be over.
It's over.
It's over. Now, the whistle did blow before the buzzer went off. Now, whether it makes a difference because you're shooting free throws on the other end, you're probably talking about 0.3 seconds.
Yeah, if that.
Right.
Well, our final score here in a double overtime thriller of our first game ever in 2022 in Williamson County. The Lady Eagles pull off maybe a shocker, 54-53 for Paul Breece, the king of Thompson Station, Mark Montgomery. Thanks for joining us.
I loved it, man. That was fun. What a game.
Absolutely. All right. We'll be back with the boys basketball action right after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our WCTV Game of the Week, Independence High School. We are here as the Summit Spartans travel less than 5 miles down the road to take on the Independence Eagles. I am Paul Breece, along with my sidekick, the king of Thompson Station, Ryan Wagner, in the house. Give us the the color commentary here. Ryan, excited to be here. You know, you have a border battle type-esque kind of atmosphere here. Throw everything out the window. What can you tell about it player-wise for each squad?
Man, I know a lot of them. I've coached about 4 of these guys on the floor the past couple of years at Thompson Station Middle School. 25-14 2 years ago. So there's a lot of talent on the floor tonight. We only had 1 ball and a bunch of these talented guys, but now some of them are on different teams here. So Bradley Stewart, man, he can absolutely fill it up for Summit. I think he had around 21 the first time these two teams played. Of course, on the other side, you've got Jet Montgomery. What most people don't know, those are actually some pretty good friends. So I know those two want to go pretty hard on each other tonight. I expect some big fireworks from those two.
Quite an introduction right here with lights out, blackout, or back out here at Independence High School. And no love lost here between these guys. You've talked about it. They all know each other. And we just saw a tremendous girls game where the throw the paper up in the air. We got a double overtime victory by the Lady Eagles of Independence over Summit. So we're going to see some fireworks. You talked about it right here as Cameron Bell, number 25 for Independence. Independence wearing white. If you're just now joining us, Summit in the blue and orange. And we are here ready to tip it off.
Yeah, I'd say probably 32 minutes of craziness, except we might get some overtime.
That's right. Free basketball. And so Summit is going to take control of the ball here, number 3. That's going to be Bradley Stewart. You mentioned him in the opening.
Yeah, he's a lefty. He can go either way. He's developed that three-point shot, so he likes to drive first, but he can step back and shoot the 3.
So we got a what do you got, a 3-2 extended zone here, Coach?
They run a matchup zone.
Okay.
Coach Wilkins has been running that all year long. It confuses people. They got to protect the middle.
Well, obviously we got no movement offensively here. It's kind of an easy way to guard, and I think we may have a travel right there.
Yes, sir.
And so our first turnover of the game, Tanner Shake underneath the 6'3 senior. So offensively for Independence, you talked about Jet Montgomery. Anybody else on the floor that may
Yeah, they got a couple seniors out there. You got another shooter. You got Owen Reese. There's Jet for 3. Missed that one. But Owen Reese can absolutely shoot the 3, too. Tyus is more of a driver. Tyus Henderson, but he's had some big games. They need one other guy to get going for him for Indy.
So it looks like Stewart right there on the drive and the foul on, I believe that was Jet Montgomery. So, you know.
There they are.
Yeah, I mean, friends on and off the court, right? So Stewart here. Listen, I don't know if you watched any of the girls' game previously, but when it came to free throws, nobody was making any. And I don't know if it's just Independence High School, but Bradley Stewart there on the miss. There we go. He cleans it up. I'm trying to get him a little confidence there. A little commentator reverse.
I'm about to say, I was going to blame you. I didn't see the first game, but
man,
I have commentator jinx all throughout that
absolutely.
first game.
So Cameron Bell, who I have seen and watched over the years, is pretty good for us.
Oh.
Great move there.
Matthew
Witt, the junior, listed at 6'6".
Yeah, he missed an extended period of time for a couple of weeks. He's been back for about a week and a half. Independence definitely functions at a higher level when he's on the floor.
So I think Independence does love the tempo, right? They want to keep the pressure on.
They want to run. They jump into a little 2-2-1 full court press every now and then, but they do. They don't like playing slow.
So nice rebound there. Owen Reese. Or no, check that. That's Tyus Anderson. I apologize. Jet a little off.
Little adrenaline on that 3.
So here comes the moving and shaking. A nice block. And they're going to give it to Summit basketball. Not sure right there. So Bradley Stewart going to throw the ball out. Summit with longtime coach Jim Fay at the helm. What year is he in down there at Summit? Maybe 4?
This is my 4th year at Thompson Station. He came in my 2nd, so this would be 3.
Okay, 3. So here comes Anderson pushing it to Bell, the drop
Whoa.
off the dish and the dime.
Yeah, that size advantage for Independence, I think, is going to loom large tonight as well.
Yeah, and Coach Fay immediately going to call a timeout, Coach. I mean, what does he tell his team?
I mean, he just doesn't want this to get out of control right off the bat. Obviously, kind of a frenzied environment tonight. Easy one right there, and it's just 4-1, but he didn't want this to get away from him.
Yeah, absolutely. So, and then we got Mark Wilkins on the other side for Independence, new coach from South Gibson. You have any, dealings with him from Thompson Station?
Well, both of my schools at Thompson Station feed to these programs, so I deal with both these guys a bunch. They're great fellas, great coaches, and I mean, he's been. We've had some chalk talk. We've talked a little bit. He's a very big, like I said, matchup zone guy, and loves the tempo with this team. And so far, so good, man. I think they've improved throughout the season.
So here you talked about
2-2-1.
2-2-1, yeah. So, and I'm sure Summit has seen this.
Yep.
Coach Fay knows how to deal with it, but that's not a good spot to be in, right?
Yeah, he picked it up right across half court there, and it about got trapped, but able to get out of it.
And a nice offensive putback by Clarence Jones, the senior. Oh, that's just too easy. I don't know how he just sneaked in right there at the high post area, Coach.
I don't know that I would play zone a whole lot against Jed Montgomery or Independence with the shooters they have, but that looked a little easy, yep.
So a little pressure right there by Owen Reese, making it difficult for Griffin Strunk. So Stewart, the lefty, you talked about kind of a go-to guy. And Tanner Shake just going to finish that thing up. How about that?
A lot of easy buckets so far. Layups, wide open, mid-range.
Now Owen Reese, the senior over there, sitting in the corner, Coach. I mean, does he have the green light to shoot it at any moment?
Absolutely, he can shoot from about 7 feet behind that line. So he's streaky though. I'll see him hit 3 or 4 in a row and miss 3 or 4 in a row. Or if he hits that first one, you want to keep finding him.
So interesting sub here. That what I'm telling Cameron Bell. We're checking right here. Cameron Bell comes out. Tylen Lewis, the freshman, kind of giving up some height, but what do you get with him?
I mean, he is an energizer bunny. He's a freshman. He played the last 3 years for us over there. He's now dunking. He can play above the rim even though he doesn't look like it. And so he gives you more defense and rebounding at this point. He's probably the truest point guard Independence has on the floor. He's a pass-first type of guy. He needs to work on that jump shot a little bit, free throws a little bit. But, man, he's a Jason Kidd is what I compare Tylen Lewis. He's going to stuff the stat sheet. Rebounds, assists, steals, and that defensive pressure is really going to ramp up with him on the floor.
So Tylen, check that. 2 missed free throws, I believe. And, yeah, now you got Montgomery sitting in the corner, and that's just not seemed like the right thing to do.
That was wide open, and he knocked it down. See, now you got Tylen I thought he was at the front, now in the middle of that press. And Tylen and Tyus, those are 2 tough ones on the defensive side.
Big block by Witt. Henderson on the run, the kick to Montgomery. Oh, and a nice grab by Smith.
Now I'm just going to throw this out there. You feel the pace right now.
Yeah.
That pace is going to favor Indy if it keeps up and down the floor. Summit's smart right now to slow it down a little bit. Even though Montgomery missed that last 3 in the corner, they were flying up and down.
So we talk about the matchup zone, right? You play an area, your guys over there, you've got to man up, even off the dribble.
Yeah, I mean, they got to constantly communicate. Like I said, I've seen them probably 6-7 times this year. They've gotten better at it, just kind of the nuances of it when the ball moves. I still think the best place to attack is the high post, also the short corner against that matchup.
Well, the basketball pout. Montgomery. Listen, let's go back to Tylen Lewis. You talked about point guard first. Jet Montgomery should be taking this kid to Chick-fil-A like after every game.
They played together over there. Tylen started as a 6th grader, Jet as a 7th grader on our varsity team, and they know each other well. He's got a sister too before in the past.
Andrew Smith with the 3 and Summit
right there hanging
close.
in.
Absolutely.
Feels like it's Indy space, but Summit's right there.
You talked about Owen Reese. Anytime, any place, anywhere.
I mean, right now, if you're Summit, you got to know where Jed and Owen are. I mean, strategically, Tyus Anderson and Tylen Lewis are a little bit more gun shy to shoot that three. So if you're playing zone, you got to get.
Oh man! Now, did we give it to? I was gonna say, is Jet gonna shoot a three right here?
Now they're still off that pressure though.
Oh, that's great defense. Stewart got to get it across quick. Damn. Is that Isaac Power, the freshman?
Isaac Power's a freshman.
I believe he's a Spring Station kid.
He's a Spring Station kid now. He reclassified last year. He went to a private school last year, and he's the same age as Jet and Bradley, or was in their same grade a couple years ago. So
Reese, the deep three, bang.
Back and forth.
Wow. Now, will they stay in the 2-2-1 for the most part?
They will. They will stay in it. I've seen at times I feel like their legs kind of go on their jump shot in the second half because they do stay in it. But they'll mix in a little 1-2-2 as well. But they like to get out and run.
Oh, not sure that was the smartest play right there, but Henderson on the turnover, and right back at it is Bradley Stewart.
See if they hold for one or they attack. Looks like they're attacking. A smart decision.
Yep, Andrew Smith going to finish here.
High scoring first quarter, 19-15. Coach Wilkins will hold for one. He does that pretty consistently. He's jumping up and down there calling his set.
I was going to say, he's got something up his sleeve, right? I'm sure you've seen this. Oh, my gosh. Well, you know, when you have a shooter like Jet Montgomery out there, the help's not coming, right?
Don't want to help. Tyus all the way to the basket, Tyus Anderson.
So after one period of play, the Eagles jump out 21-15 over the Summit Spartans. And what was, as Coach Wagner suggested, the fast-paced action kind of favors the Independence Eagles. So Coach Wagner is going to left the broadcast booth here for just a few seconds to go down there to be recognized by his team, who's going to be just coming off the WCS championship for the Class A division. So coming back to our game right here, we've got Independence, Jet Montgomery leading the way. And in my personal first look for Independence, very impressive. Coach Mark Wilkins brought in a more up-tempo type defense and offense for the Eagles tonight. So here we go, second quarter. It's going to be Independence ball here. Cameron Bell back in the game, number 25 for Independence. And also now Joshua Owens, number 10, coming in the game for the Eagles. Again, Summit in the blue uniforms, Independence in the home white. And Owens going to throw it right into Witt, the kick out. Going to have a foul on the floor. Coach Wagner, I mean, man, gets to go out at halftime, gets to run back up the steps. He's back with us.
I'm out of breath. That's 37 old. I mean.
Yeah, it's, I don't want to tell you, but yes. So here we go. Now, Cameron Bell, if I'm not mistaken, I've seen him play a few times. He's got the green light to shoot it out there. Is that
He does. He will shoot that perimeter shot.
Well, right there, Jack kind of forced it. I guess, you know, when you're a shooter, you want to shoot. Sometimes you get yourself in a bad situation sometimes. Now, Joshua Owens, number 10, just came in. I mean, is he a
he's an energy guy. He's going to do all the dirty work, the hustle work. He'll take an open shot. I think he actually hit 5 threes in a game one night this year. But
wow.
But he's a defensive hustle guy. He's a nitty gritty, do all the dirty work, and he does a great job at it.
So again, Summit, once they get it across, they're going to back it up.
That matchup zone, yeah.
That's a nice take. Nothing there, and Lewis on the run. And a missed opportunity. Goes Indy. Now Summit back. You know, Stewart, I guess, is out of the game. So who does Summit right here look for? Is
I guess Isaac Power.
Is the answer.
I was going to say he's the most consistent true scorer on that squad in that second group without Bradley on the court. Proves it there by hitting the 3 from several feet behind the line.
Oh, and a steal by Shake. And the Spartans are.
And there's the difference in schematic. They get a steal and they slow down.
Yeah.
White's looking.
Oh, that is a nice
great move.
Yeah. That's going to be number 12. Lentz. Is that right? Cade,
yeah. I remember him at Spring Station. Did not remember the name, but definitely remember the move as he got to the bucket pretty impressively going baseline there.
Well, let's talk about what you're doing right now as the head coach of the boys varsity basketball team for the Thompson Station Thunder. By the way, one of the coolest mascots out there, the Thunder. But right now, currently after winning the WCS Small Division, Class A, whatever they're going to call it now, now you're in the sectional tournament. And Coach Montgomery informed me in the girls' game that you're having to travel down to Lawrence County for a 10 a.m. tip-off tomorrow. What is your next game?
We play right after him at 11:30.
Okay,
so
well, your alarm's not going off quite as early, but
it's early morning basketball.
Absolutely.
We got to make sure we're up and ready to go.
Lewis a little off, and now we're at first look without a Jet Montgomery out there. Now, what does that look like?
We'll see. They're still in that 3-2. They got to make sure they find, like I said, Owen Reese, number 2. Other than that, not any knockdown shooters out there, in my opinion. So they're probably going to go through Cameron Bell in the post. Looks like they're kind of looking to do that at the moment.
Well, you mentioned Anderson, not probably a shooter, more of a drive guy, and so is Lewis, correct?
Correct.
So,
like I said, you got Owen is the only really true shooter out there at the moment. And thought they were going to find him.
You know, it's amazing what a Jet Montgomery can do for defense is make him spread out because, Cameron Bell did not get a touch that time, but they were definitely looking for him. So Summit again, slowing it down. Really, it seems like Indy has made everything and Summit really not, but.
3-point game?
It's a 3-point game.
If you're Summit, you just got to be patient against that zone. You can't get antsy. Keep moving it. Eventually.
Yeah, and don't turn the ball over, right?
Absolutely. Another strong move.
Yeah, absolutely. That's your guy, Cade Linfesti. I was working on the Linfesti.
Yeah, just a sophomore too.
Yeah.
All the years run together for me. I remember seeing him at Spring Station coaching against him, but I couldn't remember how many years ago it was.
And you know what? You come back, you see him, you miss him for 2 years, and they've grown like 6 inches, and they got hair on their face now, and you're like, wait a minute, what's your name again? So knocks down 2, and now we're down to a 1-point lead. And
again, just to be in here, it feels like Independence has kind of controlled the game, but it obviously not on the scoreboard.
Yep. So Bradley Stewart is checked back in, so.
They made a little run with him on the bench.
Absolutely. Yeah, and I think that's a mismatch, in my opinion, is Bell on Shake.
I like Bell off the dribble. He can shoot the 3. You asked about that, but I really like him face up, little pump fake and go there.
And then they called it on the floor, so.
Oh, I thought it was an and one.
Yeah. caught it deep.
Matthew Witt this time going to the
Yeah.
rim. That's just another advantage, I feel like.
Yeah.
Indy has size in the inside, and great face-up move that time by Matthew Witt for the bucket.
You know, it's interesting, you know, in middle school, you know, guys, your 8th graders, sometimes can't make those type of passes against the press, and you get into high school and you see teams that have athletic ability don't press. So it's just good to see that, you know, for me as a guy that likes to press all the time,
Wow, sweet move right there by Bradley Stewart.
that Indy still, you know, still buys that. Even though Summit got it across, you still want to take that chance. But, yeah, that was his, you know, so I'm a big fan of a nice left-handed shot. I don't know why, but.
And he's really developed that the last year and a half since he left us. I mean, he could shoot it in middle school, but that little step back off the dribble was pretty smooth by Bradley Stewart to cut it back to 1.
Okay. So Montgomery is back in the game.
And Summit is in man right now.
Oh. Over the back on Lewis.
Has Summit had a lead yet?
They have not, but
They got a chance right here.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, there you go.
Whoa. What a finish. Got a steal and bucket.
Yeah, that's
pretty finish by Montgomery
absolutely.
through some contact.
I guess that's what Lewis gets you. I mean,
He's got it, like I said, kind of like a Jason Kidd. He's got his imprint on the game, even if it's not scoring. Does all the little things. I don't even think they track pokes from behind in a press, but he's got his hands on the ball and deflections all the time. Still in that matchup. I feel like Summit needs to get a guy in that corner. That's where it's weakest. And there it was, and they missed the 3. Because they bring that forward out every time Independence does in that matchup zone, and if they can get a swing to the corner, they have a chance to knock those down.
that's a smooth move, Matthew Witt, the junior.
I feel like the posts are starting to assert themselves a little bit in this quarter for Independence.
All right, so here comes Owens back in for Lewis.
No, that's number 10. That's, I think, Josh.
Owens.
Oh, Josh Owens.
Yeah.
I was thinking Owen Reese. My bad.
And yeah, I mean, he's on the bench as well. So
That's the other side of coaching these guys. I know
That's
their
right.
first names more than their last names.
Here comes Owen Reese. He's going to check in here. Next dead ball, and got a steal by Henderson. Where is he going to go with it? It's a no-brainer, right? We got a guy like Jack Montgomery who can really 98% going to finish that.
Shot that with his left hand on the right side, too.
Oh, that's a nice dip. Nice play by number 5 right there, Clarence Jones. Oh, Anderson gone. Here comes the tempo you talked about, Coach.
If it speeds up, it favors Indy. Feels like Summit breaks the press, and then all of a sudden they have a turnover 2 in a row and goes right back up to 5 or 7.
Shake, rebound, and the putback.
Wow. It didn't even find Matthew Witt.
That is unbelievable.
High school basketball, good for me to know it still happens to them too sometimes.
That's right.
Didn't find the dude in
On a
transition.
tip, and that may be a travel, but not called, so. Oh, he's gone.
Jet Montgomery the steal, and then all the way to the rim.
So 15 for Montgomery right there. Uh-oh. Yeah, Bradley Stewart lost control. We got to.
Again, Summit's got to slow things down. They've got to play under control.
Yeah.
Feel like they had a pretty good stretch into the first start of the second doing that, and then last minute or two.
So what I can tell from Independence is maybe they're 7, maybe 8 deep. I mean, it doesn't seem like they go much further than that.
They don't. They have not.
So an offensive charge on Jet Montgomery. That's going to be his second.
Yeah, you want to get him out here last 58 seconds of the half, not get a cheap third.
You know, Summit really needs to find somebody in the middle. So here we go. Less than a minute here until halftime. Whoop.
Three.
Well, you know, it may be the makeup call. I don't know, but. "35 seconds here till halftime."
Yeah, I bet he'll play for one again. He typically does last half minute. And he will. Here they go. This is the delay offense.
The bottom guys come up top.
Yep. And then they'll run something with a set with about 8 seconds left. There's a trap out of it, though.
Yep. Oh, man, Reese.
Offensive foul call.
Wow.
5 seconds.
Summit got a chance here. I was surprised that Reese didn't pull up from 3 right there, try to attack the basket. The runner.
And the wedgie on the glass. The ball got stuck up there.
What a way to end halftime here with Independence High School leading 37-28. We'll be back for the second half action right after this. Game of the week. Second half action coming out of halftime. Independence leads 37-28. Paul Breece, Ryan Wagner on the call. And Coach, you talked about tempo. The battle of the tempos.
Yeah, great first possession here for Summit. Definitely moved it around against that matchup zone. Got one inside, got blocked out of bounds. We'll see what they got as far as the set here.
So Coach Jim Fay for the Summit Spartans went into halftime. Maybe they have a plan coming out to try to slow this tempo down of Coach Mark Wilkins and the Eagles.
Just can't get in a hurry. I know it sounds simple, but I feel like they had stretches where they broke that press pretty well in the first half and then kind of got ahead of themselves a little bit and tried to force some things. Got to continue getting that thing to the middle. We say fake one to make one. Don't telegraph those passes if you're Summit here against that zone or against that press here in a little bit. But this is that tempo. We got almost a 1 minute possession here on that to start the second half on their side of the floor.
Offensively, you got to treat it almost as a man defense, right?
Absolutely, but there it is. Patient side to side, hit the middle, one hard dribble explosion to the rim.
That's Clarence Jones.
Clarence Jones, and gets to the rim and finishes. He's done that a handful of times tonight. But that's how Summit stays in the game. 1:09 off the clock there on the first possession, 3-point play.
Well, let's see the possession time here for Independence.
They won't need a shot clock.
Which I got to ask, are you a fan of a shot clock?
I am. Nobody likes to see people pulling the ball out the last minute, 2 of the game and running all the clock out.
Somehow Montgomery got open underneath and tried to give it to Witt, and he's tied up, and now we have...
Should be Indy ball.
Yep. So an early call right there on number 4, Andrew Smith. Going to get him into another shot at it.
Kind of a dangerous pass in the backcourt there.
Yeah. Usually offenses look to score on those out of bounds underneath.
That's his third. They called a charge on that one.
I'm not sure if his dad saw that or not. He may have been distracted. But no, I think he saw it. So Montgomery with 15 points on the night.
But 3 fouls here, just less than 2 minutes into the third.
And
I'd leave him for a bit.
Oh, absolutely.
He's a smart kid. There's that 2-2-1. Good fake one. Fake one to make one. He faked it, went right down the middle, got him a bucket.
And Jones has been the recipient so far in the second half.
That was a great ball fake, though. Faked the ball reversal, then exploited the middle of that press.
Owen Reese.
Bang. It's his third, I believe, or at least second. Big shot there. Felt like Summit had gotten a little momentum.
Yeah. So Coach Wilkins is going to call a timeout with 5:48 in the third quarter. 40-33 Eagles ahead. Now, back to TMS AA sectional tournament tomorrow, 11:30. The Thompson Station Thunder take on, you say, the
Upperman Bees, Upperman Middle School Bees. Yeah, from Baxter, Tennessee. They're a good squad. Like I said, I don't think they've lost a game this year. We are 18-3. We were 13-1 in our county. Our county's tough, though. It prepares us. We see players night in, night out everywhere we go. And that's my hope going into tomorrow, that we'll be battle-tested enough to play a good squad that maybe hadn't seen the competition we have all year.
Well, if you ever want to check out maybe the results, you guys have a Twitter account?
We do. We do have a Thompson Station Middle School basketball account. We have TSMS Athletics, but also TSMS Hoops. Easiest way to find those for all those listening. And we follow both Summit and Independence basketball, so go check out their followers.
Absolutely.
We'll be on there.
There you go. So a missed opportunity by Summit right there, maybe to cut it to 5, and Reese had an opportunity.
Surprised he didn't pull it.
Yeah. So Cameron Bell, you know, he's got Jones on him, mismatch height-wise for sure. Going to be double-teamed and
lost it.
yeah, and you know, Montgomery, smart play. Oh, he wants to pull the 3. And he gotta be careful.
Oh, that's 4. I just said I thought you could leave him because he'd be smart, but he was not on that play.
Not on that play for sure. So 4 on the night for Jet Montgomery. It's probably going to be a while before we see him again.
I'd say 5 minutes left in the 4th, 6. That's a whole quarter from now, Paul.
So we're going to see a little dose of Joshua Owens, number 10. And you called him a blue-collar kind of guy.
Now, he's sneaky good offensively, but I would definitely know him for defense first and rebounding and hustle.
So, 8.
That was a possession of man defense from Independence.
Well, they had the switch on, and maybe some miscommunication. I definitely had an open look. That's going to be thrown out of bounds. Turnovers. Young team, right? Summit Spartans going to have to avoid that.
Yeah, I mean, they've got their guard play is Bradley Stewart. And they have the freshman, I'm forgetting his name all of a sudden, 34. Both their guards, Isaac Power.
Isaac Power, yeah.
Both of those guys, freshman, sophomore, handling the ball the majority of the time. They're going to have to take care of it. It's going to be a big stretch for Independence, though, with Jet Montgomery out. He is definitely the mainstay scorer. They've gotten some big nights from other guys. We're going to see who steps up here in the next quarter.
It will absolutely be interesting. We see Owen Reese has 11, and Tice has 5 on the night. So, in a wide-open look, Shake.
We blew it.
Jones almost got it put back, not there. And here comes the tempo. Owen's going to look. Man, I thought he had something right there.
But you know those driving lanes, that was a great take right there. But those driving lanes are there because they don't want to help off of Owen on that side, Owen Reese on that side. And that's what you don't understand sometimes that shooters do for you even when they're not shooting. They create those driving lanes for those guards, and in that case, Cam to go in there and get to the rim.
Well, so my question was about to be, does Matthew Witt and Cameron Bell ever play at the same time? And Witt's coming in for Bell. I don't, did they both start the game? I can't remember.
They do. They do both start. But to get them a break, you're always going to have one or the other. That's kind of how he manages that, so he doesn't lose his size on the backside of that press.
Powers. Off, Shake. And maybe Anderson. That was Witt. Well, I thought it was a clean block. I thought maybe Henderson was one with the head in the side there.
They got Witt for it, though.
Shake. Missed free throw opportunities are going to run out.
Yeah, I feel like, there's a couple possessions ago, Summit broke the press rather easily, missed the layup, had a putback, missed it. Now some free throws. They can't be giving away the easier opportunities, and he misses the second.
And Jones almost came up with another one. So 10-point lead for Independence. And you talked about it, Coach. Who's going to be the guy?
Well, right now, who's going to be the guy without Jet Montgomery on the floor? But so far, they've given up 0 points in the last 2 minutes since he went out, so that helps.
Yeah, absolutely. So an air ball by Bell off the take, facing the basket. I'm not sure in the perimeter. Was that his cup of tea? I'm not sure. And Jones and Bell's going to pick up a foul. So
that'll be just his second, though.
Yeah, plenty to give. The only problem is one more foul, they're in the bonus the rest of the way. Well, they haven't really taken advantage of the free throws for sure, but just knowing that you're going to stop the clock and get a free shot, missed opportunity right there by Jones. But
that's what I'm looking at still, is that layup from a few possessions ago, now 3 free throws. We'd have a 4 or 5 point game.
Wow. Oh my.
And this is it, too. This is that time of the game with Montgomery on the bench. They need to be making their move right now.
Yeah, that's a great point. Well, here's the guy. Oh, nice. Lewis with the rebound. Lewis, and that's going to be number 34, Power, with the foul. That's going to be 2 on him.
Now, I gotta say, because I've coached him for 3 years, that bank free throw by Lewis does not surprise me one bit. And the kid works on his free throws. I just want to put that out there too. But
so did Shaquille O'Neal, right? Oh, Bell keeps it alive. The extra.
There's Owen.
Breece.
But
here we go.
Shooter's bounce.
Oh, and a turnover. Power, the inbounder, number 25. Right there, Derek Smith just did not reel it in, and Coach Fay, a wise timeout right there.
Absolutely. It's slipping away right now here, third quarter. Still got time to make a run, but last couple of minutes, missed some free throws, missed a layup. Just kind of takes away your mojo, takes away your energy, and right now Independence is on a run.
Yeah, absolutely. Despite the fact with Jet Montgomery with 4 fouls. So when Coach Montgomery was talking about his girls program and the sectionals, he had an idea, okay, if we can get past this team, I don't know, do you look ahead like that or knowing that Upperman 22-0?
If my boys are listening, I'm saying one game at a time.
Okay, sure.
One game at a time. However, I know the path. I've known the path for a few weeks. I've been studying and looking out there. This is the game. I believe if we get through this one, our chances to get to state go through the roof. With what's coming, Upperman at 22-0. Got some style teams behind that for sure. But this is, to me, is a big one tomorrow morning. It's a big one.
So everybody check the Twitter account about 1:30
tomorrow. Yeah. We'll post it. We'll post it.
Win or lose.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We're excited. Our boys are excited.
Got the caravan ready?
We are ready.
And a
big play
bad
there.
Possession right there. Well, here we go. We're going to
Turned
have
it right back.
open. No, he's got it. Owen Reese. So the press, the tempo is definitely turned up a notch, right?
Yes.
Cameron Bell.
Oh.
Well, my.
But this scrum favors Independence. They play this pace all the time. But now Summit's in a predicament because they're down 16, and to get back in it, they are going to have to pick it up a little bit. They're just not built the same way Independence is to play up and down like this.
Well, a putback after the missed layup by Bell, and again a turnover. Oh, Reese wanted to pull that. Bell for 3. No good. There's the guy right there, Henderson.
Owen Reese in the corner missed him.
Listen, everybody's telling them, slow down, guys. Everybody relax. Up by 18. You feel like the game is a little bit closer. No call and a basket. Cameron Bell, we're up by 20, Indy fans.
And it's a 13-0 run right here too.
Oh, and a nice basket right there by Power. Anderson just
no shot clock needed.
No shot clock. You got it. No cheap foul either. Probably got away with the first one. The second one, yeah. But here's again. Now we go shoot free throws. Here's Houston Hicks, the 6'8 sophomore. Kind of our first sighting.
Yes. He actually started a few games earlier in the year and hasn't been playing as much recently. He can absolutely shoot the three, though. Now, he's 6'8". You'd think, all right, he's going to be a post presence down there, but he's a three-point shooter. Can obviously alter some shots inside. But he's got some skill as well. He's a pretty skilled big man.
And was he a Thompson Station kid?
No, he wasn't. He actually wasn't. This is his first year at Independence.
Oh, okay.
He does have a younger brother that's down in 7th grade for us, too.
Here comes Lewis trying to press the issue.
There's that three I told you about. But you think 6'8".
Wow.
You think 6'8 anymore in basketball, it's a three-point shooter.
Absolutely.
Everybody is. There. I think Summit has missed their last 5 free throws, and the last one was a 1-and-1. So, got to capitalize.
Well, I mean, if you're going to, Power would be my guy to at least make one right here. I may have jinxed it, though.
Hey, there you go.
I felt pretty confident. If I was a betting man.
I just call it the reverse jinx. You've been on fire all night jinxing, apparently. We blame you for all the missed ones in the girls' game. I mean,
100%.
Got them both.
I think Tony Hill, the Independence girls coach, even came up and thanked me after the game for all the missed Summit free throws from the girls' game. Oh, me. So cut it to 18. The crowd has kind of quieted down a little bit.
3 guys in that trout.
Oh, my. Short.
Bradley Stewart's got the rebound there. He's got to get going a little bit here. It's tough against that pressure in that trap, but he needs to try to get to the rim a little bit and settles for the jumper there. But
well, here comes the shot clock, or the the end of the quarter stall that you talked about.
Coach Wilkins prides himself on having something good for that last possession. Again, I've watched them a ton this year, and they usually run it down to 10 before they actually get into the play. So here it comes. Tyus has got it in his hands. Here comes the actual set. There's some confusion, though.
Yeah, you better hurry. Henderson thought he got fouled right there.
I love the action on that. If they ran a guy off a double screen to the other side, all that was fake action.
Yep.
Basically cleared out the whole front side for Tyus to go, and pretty strong finish there.
So after 3 quarters of play, the Eagles have just opened it up a little bit, as now it's a 20-point contest, 57-37. Paul Breece, Ryan Wagner here at Independence High School for our first WCTV game of the week of 2022. Coach, we had some, usually we start right out of the gate of the first of the year. We've had some complications, but hey, man, glad to just be doing one.
Hey, this atmosphere is fun.
And we are glad you were joining us for sure, giving us the inside details of the inner workings of both these teams with your connections. And, according to what you have down the pipeline at your school, both these teams should be beneficiaries of what you got.
We're 18-3 right now with our 8th grade team. Our youngers went 15-2. So a 7th grade group, and we got 50-50 split going to Summit and Indy. So I love being perched up here watching these 2 teams play. It's fun for me as a coach.
An interesting fact, my first year of coaching high school was 1993, and one of the coaches I went against was Jim Fay. He was at East Nashville.
Did you get him or did he get you?
Oh, he had athletes I didn't have. So at the time, his first coaching gig was East Nashville, but at the time it was called East Literature, and it was Metro Nashville.
Sounds
kind
like
of a learning school, but man, he had athletes all over the place there.
Sounds like you're dating yourself a little bit.
gee. Oh, 100%. That's 2022, man. 93 is a long time ago.
I won't tell you what grade I was in.
In 93?
I was in elementary. There
Yeah, I
you
was
go.
going to say, it's not good at all. So a 22-point lead. You know what? We may not see Jet Montgomery come back in the game at all if this takes place.
I mean, you're seeing the well-roundedness tonight of the Eagles. I was kind of making a mental note when he went out. It was a 6-point game, and it has ballooned since then.
Well, let me ask you this. I mean, you're up by 24. Coach Wilkins still putting the pressure on. I mean, will he keep it on? That's the question.
I don't know if there's any. I mean, he's first-year guy here. He understands the rivalry. I don't know if there's any love lost between these two teams. So,
all right. Yep.
But
that's a good play. Nice basket by Power. And now Summit's going to put a little pressure on, a.k.a. token pressure. Well, just kidding.
Looks like Jets at the scores table, Montgomery.
You know, right there, seeing the post play right there of Witt putting the ball on the ground. That's where he lost it.
Yep.
I mean,
don't break it down.
Yeah. Oh, man, that's just, you can't teach that. Yeah.
No look pass from Tyus Anderson right there, and one.
Yeah. Jet Montgomery coming in for Tyus Anderson. Coach, I just made that play. What are you doing?
Yeah.
So Witt, the beneficiary of the, oh my.
Woo!
How about that?
Somebody let the door open. They're now in the diamond. That was a little different.
Well. Uh-oh, will Bell get a flush here? There's no way he's going to let him. And one. And this is getting out of control, Coach. So Bell did a little better than Witt. He got it to the rim. He probably was like, man, I got to hit the rim no matter what. Oh, nice play. That's typical of the night of Summit right there. I mean, have a good opportunity and the ball just doesn't fall. We got and then a miss. Free throw. Must have been the distraction of the young man without his shirt on there.
That would make it difficult.
Hey, listen, he's MVP of the game, maybe. He's getting dabbed up by everybody. And another miss. Owens wants a little bit. Oh, man. Wow, did you see that?
Lewis got up.
Well, here comes the transition. Is this where they lose Montgomery? Oh, man.
I would imagine that we're going to see some empty benches before too long.
Yeah.
Don't want to get anybody hurt in this one.
Right. I don't know if Coach Fay is calling the timeout maybe to organize that up, or if he's going to. What's he trying to say right now when you're down by 27?
Well, as disappointing as the night is, there's still coaching moments. Still got a lot of season left, so got to find something to work on even the last 6 minutes of this game. No matter who's playing, you want to execute whatever it is. And
there goes the franchise. Oh, man. So, I was talking to Coach Montgomery about the setup of the district and the region tournament. Now I guess he had mentioned the top 3 teams in the district basically get a free pass to the region tournament. The 4 or 5 game really means who's going to be that 4th team in the region. From what I can gather, I guess Summit is going to be one of those teams that are fighting for that last spot.
Yeah, I mean, Ravenwood and Columbia Central and Independence have played some close ones, and I think Summit will be battling with Nolensville. Kind of in that 4-5, the way it looks right now.
Well, no love lost here with the press still on.
Yeah,
30.
I assume it kind of came off right there, kind of the 30 right now. Looks like they're back in a zone of sorts.
Oh, the basket is just not falling. Do you remember let's recall the halftime score. Were they at 24 maybe?
Oh, man.
Was it like 37-24 or I don't know. It just seems like it's been a.
Yeah, I think it was closer than that. I mean, at one point it was 7 there when Jet Montgomery, 6 when Jet Montgomery got his fouls earlier in that third. And I don't feel like Summit's put the ball in the basket. Feel like they had a few free throws in the layup in that little run there in the third and just struggled to find anything in the second half.
Maybe the foul that kind of makes this more of a last 4-minute JV game.
Yeah, there you go. Hey.
Well, I mean, not JV, but.
No, I guess. All of these guys are going to love these minutes.
Absolutely. These guys are fired up. They get to play in front of a crowd like this.
Yeah, I'm excited for these guys. I mean.
Here's the one guy that's still left in the game, Jet Montgomery.
He's going to miss the free throw on purpose.
Absolutely, 100%.
Make the first and miss the second.
They waved it off. Oh, he called it. It's 5th foul. So that's 5. And Jet Montgomery's going to get up. That was a warm-up one. Didn't even count.
I don't even think he scored in the second half. I'm looking at 15 on the board.
That's right.
He didn't have any in the second half. That was his first point.
Yep. I guess I'm going to have to bring the roster back out, Coach. I mean, we got a lot of time still.
Yes, get that roster out. I got you one out there. I got a junior that I coached at Thompson Station, number 0. Henry Sponstra is out there for Independence. But I actually recognize a lot of the faces. A lot of these guys I've seen at Spring Station and our battles with them the last few years. For Summit side. Getting to see some man defense now from Independence.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is a legit man right here.
Yeah, I hadn't seen any of that.
Uh-oh. Hicks with the flush.
That's his first dunk that he's ever gotten in a game. It's a pretty good time to get one against your crosstown rival. He's excited about that one too. I see his granddaddy right down here with a big smile, Houston Hicks, after that dunk.
His granddad looks like a pretty big fella.
He is. He is. They get it honestly.
Oh, hello. So a turnover there by Independence. Deep 3. 25, Derek Smith. Rebounded by Sapone. And a take by 32, Andrew Murphy, 6'4".
A big kid.
you know, I think a kid like Houston Hicks is going to be he's going to benefit from going against people like Witt and Cameron Bell in practice.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I think it's going to make him better. So now we're getting some definitely new faces here as the crowd erupts. Let's see, Corbin Walling, 24. Caden Ridley, Jr., 31. And number 33, Braden Buck, sophomore.
Braden Buck and Corbin Wallen were key pieces for Heritage. They came from Heritage Middle School. Braden Buck can flat out shoot it. Can flat out shoot at 33 for Independence.
So if we see him in the corner, he's going to let it go.
If you see him with the ball, he's probably going to let it go if he's inside the volleyball line.
Well, the crowd already up. Ridley on the miss. Oh! Sapone thought he had a clean pick right there.
More free throws.
Heading to the line, number 12 is Cade Lefesti.
And he's kind of the mainstay still. I believe he started the game. Of course, he's just a sophomore, trying to get experience with these guys his own age. You know, that's your team the next couple of years. So,
well, Coach Faye's probably does have a lot of work to do. But free throws, maybe another miss right there, and that's a clean one. That's good.
I would like to know their percentage on the night.
A little sideline free throw break right there. Got to throw it in the post right here. Ridley for three.
That just made that young man's night.
So 2 minutes remaining. And a backdoor opportunity not there. Post play. Going to be stolen by Ridley. He's stuck. He's going to throw a baseball pass to Murphy.
Corbin Walling, 24.
Oh, hello.
Love that they're still on the floor here in the last minute of a 30-point game. I'm a little surprised tonight, though. The first contest over at Summit was pretty close. It was 13-14. Summit had a chance late in that game.
Yep. Nice basket there. A 25, Derek Smith. One more. Oh, and I believe that may have been partially blocked. Or may have been.
He wanted the foul.
Yeah. Definitely running here. Ball's lined up. Air ball.
A little adrenaline on that one.
Yeah, absolutely. Braden Buck. So a substitution timeout here. Get some guys in.
Yeah, I think
Marty Phillips, 22, to throw it in. Keenan West also there. Right here with the ball. Whoop. May have changed pivot feet. There's a runner by 33.
Yeah, we're going to
get Jerion Tate.
Coach Wilkins is throwing up the stop sign here.
Here we go. We're gonna set up the double.
I just think no shot sportsmanship here.
Yeah.
He's letting them know, and we don't need to take any more shots.
Oh, the Summit's still out there pressing them a little bit. I don't think they're gonna let them just walk it out here. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a fantastic night of basketball with a double over. Well, man, here we go. Hold on. And that just signifies the night for Summit, right?
Pretty much. Well, appreciate getting to hang with you, watch some good basketball.
Absolutely. So our final score here at Independence, 75-45 for Paul Breece and the coach, Ryan Wagner. Good luck this weekend, Coach.
Thank you so much.
We'll see you next time on our WCTV Game of the Week.